Do you guys hear that? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm eating. I'm hungry.
What are you eating?
Seaweed.
You got it on your sweater. Good job. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new segment that I'm calling Cooking with Jesus. I figure we give everybody a little break from the podcast thing and sitting down and me talking to you. I'm going to show you guys how to make soft pretzels. So let's jump into it. I have Allie as my assistant. Let's go with the first thing you need. We need a bowl. Get yourself a bowl. We got a KitchenAid bowl that comes with a mixer.
KitchenAid mixer, yeah.
Correct. You can go spend $7,000 on one, or you can just get a regular bowl. You don't need a mixer thing. But shout out, Mom, Carla. Shout out to you for buying it for us back in the day. What, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that?
It was for my birthday, yeah, 2 years ago.
And also, I apologize if everything sounds kind of loud. We're in a different part, clearly, of the house. We're not in the studio, we're in the kitchen. So, yeah, we have...
the monitor is on.
Yes, and the baby monitor is on to make sure that we don't miss anything that happens with the baby if he cries. Here we go. First thing I need is a cup and 1/2. Did I say it right? If I say a cup and a half?
Yeah, cup and a half.
Cup and a half. A cup and a half of warm water. How should we achieve the warm water? Just run it?
Yeah.
You could do it? Okay. Now, be careful with your sink, because our sink, we achieve scalding hot water in seconds. So, careful. I'm going to go with... Is this 4? That's 1. 1. Here we go. A half.
Let's put it on the level. The cooking teacher at home actually said so.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm eyeballing it. There we go. All right. So we got the 1.5.
Cup and a half.
Cup and a half.
Yeah.
Cup and a half of warm water. Put it in the bowl. Next, we need a tablespoon of salt. We are using Morton salt. Shout out Morton. Thank you for sponsoring Cooking with Jesus today. Appreciate it. No, fuck them. They didn't sponsor. But if they want to sponsor, they can. I think if I put extra salt, it would be good.
No.
There we go. Okay. Boom. There goes the salt. 1 tablespoon. And then a tablespoon of sugar. I'm assuming to offset the sourness or the tartness of the jelly.
I really don't know.
Boom. Sugars. Okay. So we got the sugar, the salt, and then get a whisk. And you want to get the warm water. See if you can see it. The warm water, the sugar, and the salt. You want to whisk it around. And whisk. Do you have a song for whisking?
No.
Down on the thing, I used to whisk, and the down on the thing, you used to whisk. Okay, I think that's a good whisk. Oh yeah, because look at now you really can't see the jelly. Perfect.
Because with warm water, it what? Dissolves.
Yeah, boom, roasted.
Mm.
Oh, get a wooden spoon just to start. Should I use a wooden spoon or a metal spoon?
Does it say?
For the, it wasn't specific. To start the mixing. I'm going to put the thing for the mixer just to do the start.
Just
No, okay, never
it on
mind.
there.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Chef says no. Whisk, ingredients. Oh, and then you get yourself a dry packet of yeast. And then just pour it on top. And let it rest. It says for 5 minutes, so I'm going to put a timer on for 5 minutes. and I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, now that the yeast has rested for 5 minutes, we're ready to continue.
You're such a cook.
I put the dough mixer, correct?
What's the mixer? Yeah.
The mixer handle,
Mm-hmm.
whatever this thing is. I put it in the KitchenAid thing. Very important, don't plug it in yet. Never plug it in until you're ready.
Why?
Why? Because you can cut your hand off or something. Safety first, obviously. Can't do it when there's no power. Boom, suck it, machines. So I have the water, the dilly, the sugar, the salt, the yeast in here.
Mm-hmm.
Allie had a good idea. I'm putting it in.
Mm-hmm.
Dilly, is it in there?
Mm-hmm.
So that when I pour the flour and the oil, it can just start mixing.
Yeah.
Good job. You want to show your face real quick?
My mom always said just to start mixing it.
Hey! Wow, that's good. Okay. So now you need 4.5 cups of flour. Let's do this together. Shit. One. What?
Take the mixer off while you do that,
Oh,
and then put it on when you're ready to go.
got it.
That
Well,
way you don't hit it.
I should have said
Or
it.
you can leave it like that. Just don't want you to hit it every time. Just trying to help, sorry.
I don't even know how to do this, guys.
It's okay, just leave it. Just leave it.
But see, I did have it locked. I had it unlocked. I had it over here. It's locked. You see the things right there? It's locked.
Wait, what?
It's locked.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
This thing needs to be here.
No, because look at the thing right here. Look. Look at that. That's where it comes out. So if this and this are lined up, the cup pops out.
Oh, okay.
You don't know yet. She's telling me what to do.
Anyways, I was gonna say, do you want a knife to cut it off so you get accurate?
Yeah, probably. Probably a good idea.
Because you were a little over on that last cup.
Yeah. So how many is this?
2.
That's right, it is 2. I was testing it. Good job, you passed. Get it everywhere. Not a lot, just a
Close
little
the
bit.
silverware door.
Yeah, I knew that.
There you go.
And then you check it. And put it in the pan for you and me. This is
Right?
correct. Correct. And then obviously when you do all this and you make the mess, you have somebody else clean it. Good job, Allie. Thank you for volunteering. You don't have to if you don't want to. Oh, you want to? Okay. Off camera, she's like, clearly I'm gonna do it. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. How many is that?
4.
Correct. It is. Good job. And let's go with a half. There's the half. Now the flour we're using is all-purpose flour. So I don't know what other purposes you're going to use it for, but this is any purpose. So maybe like bath
You're
flour.
such a comedian.
Is there bath flour?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, this is all-purpose, so
Okay.
who knows? Okay, so we got that. Now we do 2 tablespoons of oil.
I would start mixing the flour so it doesn't settle.
Okay. So I put the dilly down,
Lock it.
lock it, right, like that.
Yep.
Boom. Now we need power.
Yep.
Now you can plug it in. Oh, also make sure before you do that, make sure it's off. So now I'm going to stir it.
Yep.
So now it's stirring. Boom, 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 boom,
It's
boom.
gonna get thick, so do it.
Boom. I got 2 tablespoons. Want to observe over here real quick?
I'm gonna have to stop it and push it down. So then, like, just get in there. Your
Okay.
hands
Again.
nice and clean? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're good.
No. I'm unplugging it just in case. And then lift.
Push it in. Yeah.
Push down.
Get it all in there.
Oh yeah, it's nice and aesthetic, he says.
Yeah. But you want to be quick about it with dough.
Okay.
It'll start to get hard.
So she said, oh. Boom. Okay. Now what?
Okay, put it back down. Does it call for anything else right now?
I don't think so. Let me check real quick. Mix it all up. Dough. No, it's not. So mix it again.
It's not locked, is it?
It is. Or was it?
Yeah, I know it wasn't. Does everything look like it's gotten in there?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. So we're done with the mixing part, right?
Are we? I don't know. I don't know your recipe.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Okay. So we clean as we go, right?
Yeah, Allie cleans while I go. Good job, babe. Okay, now that we have everything mixed, we are going to, what I'm going to do is mix it up just real quick with my hands.
We're done with the mixer totally. Do you want me to
Yes.
get it out of the way?
Yeah, if you don't mind, please. That'd be great. Thank you. And then the next step is we want to get a little bit of oil. Take the dough out. Is that yours or mine?
Yep.
I'll just unplug your mic pack. Just put it on the floor. Or put it on the trash can. That's kind of dangerous. Cool. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of kneading the dough, right? Kneading? Kneading. So that it looks like this. And that there's nothing in the pan. Because when I took it off or out of the mixer thing, there's little pieces of dough in there.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that it's all sticking together. Then if you can please, Allie, how do I want to do this?
You don't need that anymore, right?
This I do. I'm going to let it rest in here. If you can just hold it real quick with one hand, just in case I got to have you stop the camera. I'm going to put a little bit of oil just around the whole pan. We're going to let this sit for an hour, so when I take it out, it doesn't stick.
You're going to let it rise for an hour.
Rise for an hour, yeah. So just a little bit, okay? And then I'm doing this, just getting it around with my hand all over the pan. So once again, when it's rising, it doesn't stick to the bowl. I almost said pan. Did I say pan earlier?
Yeah. Show them up close.
So I'm just
There you go.
getting the oil all over it. Boom. Okay. Now, just gonna put this whole thing in there, and then we're gonna cover it. Can you cover it with
Yep, it's not.
with what?
I can use this.
Well, I was gonna put it in the oven because it says to put it somewhere warm. We can just leave it on the stove.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah? Okay. So we're going to leave it on the stove. I was just going to cover it with
A dish towel.
dish towel. Gonna leave, I mean, I guess we don't need to leave it on the stove.
No.
Just somewhere, again, it says to store it somewhere warm for an hour. So we're going to let it rise for an hour. I'm going to show you one more time what it looks like now and then what it looks like after an hour. Okay. And just like that, an hour has passed. Look at this risen dough. It's like Jesus rising on the third day, but not on the third day, after an hour. And I didn't do it because I'm not him, because I'm Jesus, not that one. Remember? Shameless plug. Shameless plug. Alright. I don't know if you guys have the same thing, or not the, what am I trying to say?
Yeah.
Just trying to talk, take two, and action. When I smell dough like this, it's what, raw? Right? Raw dough?
Yeah.
When I smell it, I want to eat it. And it smells delicious to me. Super delicious.
That's funny.
Alright, next step in the process, we want to, so the dough has risen for an hour. We want to get a flat surface. There's a flat surface right here. I was going to say maybe pan down a little bit.
How do I, like this?
Just move it, no, just move it forward. Just like that. So we have the flat surface right there. I'm going to roll the dough and cut it into dealies. Okay, you can put it back.
Why don't you move that baking soda and that cup out of the way?
I don't know the exact measurements if you want to cut it. I'm just eyeballing it.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Try to make each piece equal.
Yeah.
So have the flat surface. We put a little flour. The reason for the flour is,
So it doesn't stick.
yep, I
That's
know.
why you put it on your hands and sort of around here.
Okay, so we make a mess. Once again, I'm not cleaning it up. My producer Elias. Are you still the producer?
Am I? I don't know. Because, you know, you do it everything now. See how it didn't stick because you put the oil?
Yeah, okay. Can you put that off camera, please? Thank you. I'm kneading it just a little bit, just to get the flour in. Yeah, but you haven't been doing anything with the show because, I don't know if you guys know, but Allie had a baby. So she's trying to keep a human alive, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think that takes, takes president or presidents?
Precedence?
Precedence?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, so not more than one president.
Okay.
Okay. So I got my roller. And I'm rolling and I'm rolling.
So sprinkle some flour on the roller.
It's not sticking though.
Okay.
So
Excuse me. That was gross.
it's okay. Have you not listened to my last episodes where I've been crying and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. It's really gross. Alright. So we're doing the daily. Have you ever made soft pretzels, Ellie?
Yep.
When?
Made them with you
Oh.
in Vegas in our really nice, beautiful kitchen.
But besides that.
Have you ever made them?
Yeah. You never
Only
made
with
it
you.
like in home ec?
No, in home ec we made. I'm just trying to remember making like lots of cakes, cupcakes, a lot
Yeah.
of baking. I learned how to sew in home ec.
Oh, okay. One of my inspirations for making these is Allie's mom, Ma. Shout out to Carla. She's an amazing cook,
God, she is.
right? And she does this thing where she'll cook for everybody. She'll cook for us, but she only cooks a little bit, just enough where you can have a nice serving size, and then maybe a little taste of more, and then she goes, "Oh, I have to make more." So she knows that like, you have to come back. That's her thing. And then we went to Oktoberfest on October 1st here in town, we had soft pretzels. I was like, oh yeah, maybe I can make it for Mom. But Ma said she doesn't like them doughy. I like them a little doughy.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I don't know if
I
you're
like
gonna
them a
like
little
mine.
doughy.
All right. So I've rolled it out. So now pan down real quick. There it is. So it's an oval. So I'm gonna cut it in half, then half and half and half. I'm gonna try to
the
do.
roller so they can see
No.
it?
I'm gonna try to do 8 pieces. Because I think last time when we did them, I got 8 pieces out of it.
Now, do you want to tell them they should start boiling their water or no?
No, I mean I'm doing it for time, just because of time. But I started boiling the water right over here. You're gonna put baking soda in there, but we haven't gotten to that part yet. So that's 4 pieces. So it's 4. Now they're 8 pieces. Okay. So pan down again, please. So now I have 8 pieces to make 8 pretzels.
Really thick.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do the first one and then see what happens.
Okay.
And then we'll take a break for you guys so I can do the rest of them so you guys don't have to see the whole thing. Now what you want to do, you want to roll it. You want to roll it so it gets pretty long so you can make the shape of the pretzel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this one's kind of being a dick.
So what did you do last time? You kind of like squished it out. Yeah. There you go.
This is what I did. So one like this. Now remember, you don't have to be perfect in your pretzel shape, because I think that's what makes, or at least for me, this is what makes it fun. Like you make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we first made these in Vegas, I was making them, and I had a couple ones that looked like store-bought, and then other ones were really, really fat and chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember we made pretzels the night, I think it was Jesus' birthday?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was Daniel's birthday. I think
Yeah.
it was Jesus' birthday.
Like, because his is a week before mine.
So we made some pretzels before we went to the party, which was really nice because then when we got back from the party, we had pretzels waiting for us at the house. Can you turn this down for me, the water, please? Because we're not there yet. Okay, so you just, this process takes a while, I feel.
You could speed it up on camera. Or use
I don't know how to do that.
I mean, yes, you can. I'll show you.
So I'm trying to get it the other way. I'm going to try to shape one up real quick and then, yeah, that's not going to work. It's going to kind of look like this. But I'm going to do the rest of them and then...
Can we flatten out those and you can come closer to camera?
No. So we're going to take a quick break and the next process will be the one in the baking soda.
And showing them how to shape it.
Correct. No, not shape it.
Oh.
You guys can shape it however you want.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you can pan down and show them. These are the ones we've made. I have one more here. Also, tip, if you're ever by the sink and you need to wash your hands, do it away from the food. Allie does this thing. Allie does this thing where she will wash her hands around food. So she'll like sprinkle the food with water and soap, And she does this other thing where she'll put chemicals, like cleaning chemicals, close to food. It's really weird. I don't know why she does that, but she does. Just make sure not to do that because it's gross. So I had the piece, and now I'm just, what would you call this, rolling it in my hands?
Mm-hmm.
So the point is to get it long. Elongated? Is that a good word?
Sure.
Just want to make sure that we can get that nice pretzel shape. Because if you see the first one that Allie and I did, they're a little chubby.
I know, I want to redo it.
No, don't redo it. I like those. Because again, it's one of a kind. I like the chubby ones like that because they're thicker. But then if you see the other ones, they get better. Like your second one right here looks really uniform across or all around. That one looks like it's a, what would you call that? It needs a ride to work?
I was just going to say that.
This part right here, it goes down like, oops, I'm supposed to get off right
Limp,
there.
a little limp dick right there.
Yeah. So you see how it's becoming longer? And again, you can do this to your own desire. You can have them fat little chubby pretzels, you can have them long and thin, but not too thin, because I think if you put it in the oven and it's too thin, they might like burn or something. So you want a little thick. At this point, you should be boiling your water, which my water's on low. You want to put your oven at 450. One thing we have to do with our oven is take, what is this again? Cast iron pan out. A couple weeks ago, I tried cooking something in here. I left the cast iron pan inside. The whole house got smoky. So, my fault. Also, if you have a cool light, you might want to turn it on so you can dance and have a party. Cool, now it's
Decided not to do
fucking
it.
asshole. God.
It was going out. I should have preheated the oven
It's
before.
okay. 450. Okay, so that'll take like 5-10 minutes. You know, I was gonna, when I told everybody that the dough needed to rise for an hour, I wanted to tell you guys, okay, so it says an hour. Okay, so this should take about 5-10 minutes. Do you know where that's from? It's a line. It's from The Office when Ryan comes in and they do the PowerPoint presentation. Michael opens it up and he's like, okay, install. And then it says like an hour. And then he goes, okay, this should take 10 minutes. Okay, so then I do the shape of the pretzel. And then
It's your best
voila.
one yet.
There you go. Okay. So I'm going to rinse my hands.
Want me to pause anything?
No. No, at this point the water is already boiling. So for this next part, I don't know exactly how much water it calls for. I have a pretty big, what is it, a Dutch oven? Is this what it is? It's a Dutch oven. It's pretty big. I did water halfway. So I have the water in there, it's boiling. So then you have your shaped pretzels. And then as the water's boiling, do you want to grab the camera and point it this way so you kind of see? You can flip the screen down so you can see where you're filming. As long as you can see myself. At this point, so the water's already boiling. You want to be careful that when you put the baking soda inside,
the water will fizz up. So we learned that the hard way the first time. You want to use 2/3 cup of baking soda in the boiling water. Okay. So I'm going to put 2/3 cup in the water. There's one. See how it fizzes? It's all fizzy. Boom. 2/3 cup, more fizzy.
You got it wet the first time, huh? Alright.
Okay. So now the water and the baking soda are making sweet love. Now, so it's boiling. So that's perfect. What we want to do now is we're going to put each unfinished pretzel inside. We're going to give it a little baking soda water bath. Baking soda water bath. You want to leave it in there each side for about, I think 10 to 15 seconds. It's not very long.
I can't remember. I know we counted, didn't we?
I think so, but I want to say it was between 10 and 15 seconds. It wasn't more than 30 seconds.
Was it more?
No.
Okay.
So we'll start with this one. So we just dump it in there. Okay. Oopsie.
Did it come undone? Oh, you
No.
flipped it, right?
Yeah. Some pretty kind of look right there. Okay. We're gonna do this to each pretzel. Hope I don't make it come undone. I guess you don't technically have to take the pretzel out. You can just flip it if it's deep enough. And luckily for me, this Dutch oven is deep enough. All right, there we go. So we just gave all our pretzels a baking soda water bath. Now, I think we just put it in. Yes, we put it in the oven at 450 for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna put ours in for 13 minutes. Why? Because it's between 10 and 15. Or not really, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna set it for 13 minutes. Putting the pretzels in the oven on the top rack. Closing it. And you wait 13 minutes. All right, here we go. Two things. First thing, I fucked up with the audio. So it's only gonna be on YouTube? No.
It's just only gonna be
I'm gonna use
no
a
mics.
camera audio, so it might sound a little shitty. My apologies, I fucked up. This is the first time baking with Jesus, and we're finding stuff out. Follow me, come this way, come this way. So we turn off the oven. Oven is turned off. I said I was gonna put it in for 13 minutes. I actually put it in for 14. Here's the reveal.
Whoa.
And they smell
Nice.
delicious. There we go.
They're like really brown.
Now you can let them cool for a little bit and bite into them, or you can be like me and bite into them immediately, burn your mouth, and then not be able to taste anything. Also, I forgot a step. Before you put them in to the oven, you want to give them an egg wash. If you want to put salt on them, you get an egg or two, beat it, and then brush the egg on the top of the pretzel, And then you can put salt, a little higher.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can put salt with cinnamon.
You don't have to do the egg, right? You can just use
Yeah, no,
the
no, you don't
stickiness
have to.
from the baking soda.
I don't. No, you do the egg you do the
Right.
baking soda bath first, and then you do the
I
egg
thought
wash.
that would make it sticky enough. You can also
No.
do butter.
Yeah,
I think
butter
that's what
too.
my mom does.
Butter or an
She
egg
puts butter on it right now.
to put the salt on.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I forgot to tell you, I don't like salt on my pretzels, so I skip that step. I apologize, that was my fault. But then, yeah, now you just enjoy some sweet, sweet, soft pretzels.
Are we gonna do butter?
No, we're done with the video. You can do whatever you want. They're perfect for me. But you guys do whatever you want. And this has been Cooking with Jesus. This is a series I'm going to start trying out. See if it's any good. Next time I'm going to make sure that the mics work. So, yeah, remember, rate, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.